Did you know Nike's iconic "Just Do It" slogan was inspired by the last words of a convicted murderer? This incredibly successful campaign wasn't just about selling shoes, it became a global life philosophy, transforming Nike from a niche running brand into a cultural powerhouse. This remarkable story changed how brands connect with consumers, and most people have no idea about its dark origin or its profound impact. In the late 1980s, Nike was facing intense competition from Reebok, which had capitalized on the aerobics craze. Nike was primarily known as a running shoe company and needed a way to broaden its appeal across all sports and fitness levels, connecting with everyday people, not just elite athletes. And they turned to the advertising agency Wieden+Kennedy to create a campaign that could unite their fragmented product lines and inspire a wider audience. Here's where the marketing brilliance begins. Instead of focusing on product features, the campaign focused on the feeling of accomplishment and overcoming challenges. The ads featured both professional athletes and everyday people pushing their limits. What's particularly surprising is the origin of the slogan. Dan Wieden, co-founder of Wieden+Kennedy, was struggling for a tagline. He recalled the final words of Gary Gilmore, a murderer facing execution in 1977, who reportedly said, "Let's do it." Wieden adapted this grim phrase into the now iconic "Just Do It." Something you might not realize, the campaign deliberately avoided showing the product prominently in many ads. It focused on the athlete's struggle and triumph, associating Nike with the spirit of perseverance rather than just the shoes themselves. The psychological insight was remarkable. They weren't just selling athletic gear, they were selling motivation, determination, and the idea that anyone could achieve greatness if they just started. The outcome was astonishing. Launched in 1988, the campaign dramatically boosted Nike's sales, helping them regain market leadership from Reebok within a decade. Nike's revenue exploded from $877 million in 1988 to $9.2 billion in 1998. Here's what's truly fascinating. The slogan transcended advertising to become a cultural mantra. People started using "Just Do It" as a personal motto for tackling challenges in all aspects of life, far beyond sports. The cultural shift was extraordinary. Nike became synonymous with empowerment and self-belief. The campaign successfully broadened Nike's appeal from elite athletes to anyone who aspired to push their personal boundaries. This marketing campaign didn't just sell shoes, it fundamentally changed how brands communicate by selling an ethos and an identity rather than just a product. But the story's influence extends far beyond Nike. This campaign pioneered what we now call brand storytelling and emotional branding, creating deep connections with consumers based on shared values and aspirations. Something most advertising discussions overlook, the campaign's success allowed Nike to take bold stances on social issues later on, like their controversial campaign featuring Colin Kaepernick, because they had already established a brand identity centered on courage and conviction. What's particularly striking is how a slogan with such dark origins became one of the most positive and motivational phrases in modern culture. It highlights the power of marketing to reframe meaning and create powerful associations. The technique was so effective that it's now standard practice for major brands to focus on purpose, values, and storytelling rather than just product features. And here's what most people never realize. One of the most universally recognized and inspirational slogans in the world has its roots in the final words of a man facing execution. A testament to the transformative and sometimes unsettling power of marketing. This is marketing manipulation. The campaigns we explore didn't just sell, they changed how we think, act, and live. Understanding them gives you power. Want to apply these same principles to sell a lot more of your stuff? Visit benmcgary.com to learn how. Until then, subscribe for more.